Hello and welcome back to the Bad Podcast. I apologise if you hear any fan noises, but honestly, I don't care. This country's way too hot for me to not have a fan on for 20 odd minutes for me yapping. So apologies in advance for any audio disturbance for that. World Cup. I'm a little bit late for. It's been nearly a week. I think it has been a week actually since England's game against Croatia, and our next game tonight against Ghana is our next game against Ghana is tonight at 9, I think, UK time. So yeah, England Croatia. I mean, overall, I just want to talk about the World Cup. I think I've not watched as many games as I probably thought I would, mainly because stupid times of them being on, and I'm staying up too late anyway, and I don't want to stay up till 4 a.m. to watch, I don't know, any team. Obviously England I probably would. I feel like I have to, especially if I want to do it for continue doing videos on it. But yeah, it's there's a whole discussion about many things, the weather, the hydration breaks, and a lot of it's really stupid, and not arguing against it. The reason them being, the things themselves are stupid. Having hydration breaks is, I think, ridiculous in the stadiums that have the AC and whatever and all that. Footballers, they play in these conditions, especially like players like your Bellingham or your or Rashford, who are playing in Spain. And although, yes, America's probably hotter than Spain is at some times, especially now right in the summer. But, they're used to these harsh temperatures, so, but, yeah, overall, the World Cup's not been that enjoyable, really. I think, there's definitely been some dark horses with Cape Verde. They've actually played really well. Point against Spain, point against Uruguay. It'd be very cool to see them go through, I think. But yeah, England. Which way is it? My country. Our country. Everyone watching probably. Yeah, Croatia was a very interesting game. To be honest, first half wasn't great defensively. I think the wrong formation was put out, really. Why Konza started. To be fair, Stones and Konza didn't look good at all. Gahey should be starting every game, really, out at back. Yeah, I mean, we'll go through individual players. I think Pickford needs to be dropped. Henderson or Trafford go in there. He's just not good enough. He's not good enough anymore. I heard Joe Hart last night, or this morning probably, on about the balls, and it's weird how keepers aren't saving them, and that might be true. There's been a few dodgy, just getting fingertips, but that's football nowadays. Goalkeepers don't position well, in my opinion, anymore. They're just sort of, I don't know. They don't use their heads, really. But yeah, I don't know. Pickford didn't have a great game. Not like he did much, but yeah. Reece James, I also think, was not good at all. He just looked useless. Like, he didn't do anything. He didn't offer anything. Yeah, I don't know. The shouts of the best right back in the world is, I don't know. It's just delusional Chelsea fans trying to have at least one player that's like one of the best. Because they don't have that anymore. Konza, I didn't think was anything good. Stones, same. Nico O'Reilly, honestly, I just don't. The defence just didn't do much that entire game. I mean, they're playing out from the back, and they're nearly messing themselves up. They're nearly costing us a goal and costing us possession and whatever. So yeah, it wasn't a great performance for the defence. Midfield of Anderson and Rice, I think they both played quite well. Obviously Rice, doing his classic Arsenal corners. So do it for England, fair enough. Don't do it for Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I mean, they did well, and I thought Anderson was quite good actually. When you watch England, you actually get to see all these players you don't normally see because you don't watch them play for their clubs every week. So to watch Elliot Anderson like this, and Rice and James, it's sort of, you get an understanding of the player. And like I said earlier, I don't think Reece James is as good as everyone says he is, and I think Anderson's a really good midfielder, and I'd quite like him at Tottenham, but not for the 120 million plus that Forest want. Anthony Gordon, I don't like Anthony Gordon. I don't understand Barcelona's thought process behind getting him for 80 million but not Rashford for 40 odd million. Don't understand that. But which I'm pretty sure I talked about earlier on in the year about someone like that. But yeah, I don't like Gordon. He's just useless. He doesn't do much. He doesn't offer much. Bellingham, I think, was great. I think he did lose possession a few times, but it's just him slipping over, and I'm sure he'll fix that. I'm sure he won't be doing that much tonight, or for the future onwards at the tournament. I think he was really good. Brilliant goal, good goal from him. And yeah, he's offering a lot. That's what we want from him, and he did that well. Madueke, I think, is probably the worst winger ever, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Tottenham fan and he's an Arsenal player, because I love Declan Rice. I think he's a really good player. Madueke is useless. He every time he gets a ball out onto the open space on the wing, and as soon as he'll run forward with it fine, but as soon as he gets to the edge of the box and there's a defender in front of him, he does not know what to do. He's useless. And that one shot he had was going completely wide, and the defender blocking it made it look a lot better than it actually was. So yeah, not great. Harry Kane, but much better start to a tournament than the last two at the Euros and the World Cup. Much better. So that's good to see. Subs, I don't remember Morgan Rogers or Saka doing much, to be fair. I sort of zoned out after the first half, to be honest. But it was a much better second half from what I saw. Rashford was pretty decent. I'd like him at Tottenham. Tottenham have had links to him. I don't want to talk about club football too much, but yeah. I thought Jed was good. He did what he needed to do, and he's showing his pace, and, all good. Goals. I think Harry Kane's penalty, whatever. It's just a penalty. The second goal was a great header. I don't know what the Croatian defence was doing, not marking him. Luka Modric actually absolutely sold that game for Croatia. He wasn't good at all. He was terrible. Bellingham's goal was good finish. Rashford's good finish again. It was a good start for England at the World Cup, and especially against Croatia, who aren't the worst team ever, but they've still got quality, unlike other teams that the big nations have been playing, like Carousel for Germany or whatever. That's a statement win, I think, and important that we managed to score 4. I think we could have definitely prevented both of their goals, like they could have prevented some of ours, but yeah, we definitely could have prevented those 2 goals. Yeah, I'm not going to say definitely that one. They're both the same, really. What they could have just defended easily and not lost their man, because Stones and Konza looked lost and they didn't know who to mark, where to follow, where to run, whatever. So not great. But once the second half came in, whatever Tuchel said at half time really kicked some enthusiasm into them, and they were much more solid at the back, and yeah, just overall better. Just that's the problem with England's had over the past few years, is we've not been very attacking. We've not been going for that goal. We've not been putting the pressure on, and now we put the pressure on. Look what we can do. Put 4 past Croatia. Yeah, I mean, tonight I'm hoping for a win. It likely will be, and Panama will likely be a win, so we'll be in the knockouts. I don't like having a round of 32. I think that it's just extra game for the sake of getting money, to be honest. It's not so other nations can participate. It's for the money. And that FIFA president, he's all corrupt. I don't like him. He's a prick. Yeah, I could say a lot about the whole organisation and how this whole World Cup and everything is run. I also think the offside for the second goal is interesting, because on FIFA rules it does say if the hand's technically offside, it's not offside. Look, if that's in the rules, okay, fine. But like, his arm is way behind the defender. I know you can't score with it or whatever, but like, you gotta say his body's offside. He's offside. But oh well, we got the win. You know, realistically did batter them. Really, Croatia didn't do much other than those 2 goals. I mean, did they have any other shots on target other than the 2? Well, they had 5 to be fair. Fair enough. But yeah, I'm glad Harry Kane played as well as he did. Because we need we need him to play like he does at Bayern for this entire tournament. And if he does, you know what, we could be fighting for that World Cup trophy, and I really hope we do. Yeah, obviously then we've got Ghana and Panama. Probably hopefully win those 2. So realistically, if we beat Ghana tonight, we will be through to the knockouts. So that's good. Yeah, I mean, I think we've got the possibility of winning it. I think if we don't fall off and we just stay sharp and just keep our heads screwed on tight and whatnot, and keep momentum, I think we'll be fine. And I think we might be good to go and win the whole thing, which is great. But I guess we'll find out. Finals in God knows, since July, I know that much. 18th of July, whatever. So we've got like a month to go until then, and hopefully I'll be a little bit quicker with doing the next video, because I don't know, I just got the motivation to do it really. And yeah, it gets to the point where I don't really know what to say anymore, because there's I don't know, it's just just talk about the players, talk about how well they played, and I'd like to lengthen out for longer, but can't really do much. And I just want to talk. My Alexa's talking to me. And I don't like to cut or edit things. Okay. I'm gonna go mute. I'm gonna go mute my Alexa real quick. Yeah, I like to show the rawness, and whatever happens. There's no point. If something serious happened, like I don't know, explosion outside, then yes, I probably would cut it. But yeah, I mean, maybe for a little bit, I'll talk about Tottenham. We are smashing transfer market, and genuinely we're like a threat next season. If we manage to get a Rashford or Tonali, then title might be. I know it sounds stupid, finishing 17th 2 seasons in a row, but I don't know. Making good signings, you've got a good manager. The players want players like the manager. They believe in him. There's a lot of confidence back at Tottenham. A lot more belief from the players. Maddison back. Xavi will be back eventually. Kudus will be back. Kulusevski will be back. So hopefully we can do well, push for something. Push for an FA Cup, a Premier League. I don't mind. I don't care about the League Cup. If we go on to win the FA Cup, that's huge. Very, very big. Premier League would also be nice. I mean, all of them would be nice, Domestic treble, that's all we can win this next season. But I think it's good we don't have Europe, because, less games to worry about, rest players more often and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm feeling hopeful about next season. I really am. Brentford's first game. It's a good little, not too difficult, not too easy game to start the season off. But I'm looking very positive with both England and Tottenham, and I'm looking very forward to next season starting. But yeah, pretty much all I've got to say really. I will be back probably, hopefully, against after the game tonight against Ghana, and hopefully we've got on to win it. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to drop your thoughts down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Goodbye.